I was at a conference and I got the call at 5 a.m. and I rented a rental car and I drove as fast as you can possibly drive to get back to help with the evacuation.
Within, I think, 15 minutes, there were 20 to 25 CSE team members on a Teams call.
It was remarkable to watch the coordination and the culture come alive in a moment where you can't script those moments. You are flying on culture alone at that point, because it's scary, it's traumatic, it's chaotic.
To know that I live somewhere where the people who work here actually care about my well-being. Like, yeah, there's a fire, yes, you have to be evacuated, but we're gonna make sure you're fed, we're gonna make sure you have Wi-Fi, we're gonna make sure that your family knows where you are, we're gonna make sure you have all of the things so that you're comfortable. We're even gonna put you in a hotel because we don't feel that it's safe for you. Most people wouldn't do that, most organizations wouldn't do that.
And I was just so proud about how everybody jumped in. And everybody didn't just jump in, they had family members there. We had team members who brought a spouse to help. How we were able to build out an assisted living wing in a hotel, how we were able to bring entertainment to residents. Even though we had dining services provided at the hotels, our dining services teams were there to help.
And the staff, at every step of the way, was there with us. When we got to the hotel, we got to meet all of you from various parts of the communities. And then you set up the war room. That fascinated me, because Andrew had told us that they would have anything that we needed and didn't have, they would get for us. True to their word.
The residents knew that we cared more than just making sure they got out of the evacuation zone in a safe and timely way. We cared about them and every moment of their experience there. We had life enrichment there. We had a magician. We had a DJ dancing party. We had daily messages that went out to the residents, and we got feedback from the residents about how to successfully return home. So it truly was that partnership with our residents come to life in an emergency situation, which is when it really matters.
There were groups of team members who stayed at the campus to verify that it was safe, to monitor, to make sure that when the power came back, to monitor the utilities, to help those residents who are sheltering in place.
Our residents are just marvelous. And I know there was a lot of fear, but we had so many step up. As an example, a neighbor, he had a generator. He set the generator out in front of his house with some solar panels, and then had plugs there so everybody in the immediate neighborhood could go at any time and have their cell phone charged.
But we all came together and we all was closer. We learned more about each other during that traumatic thing.
We are communities. We're very much a family. Every human good community you go to, it doesn't matter. They don't look alike. The people are different, but the spirit is the same.
If anyone ever had any quandary or questions about whether Human Good puts residents first, second, or third, that went out the door. We know that we come first.
No matter where you go in life, no matter how much money you make in life, there's no place like home. I mean, home is home.
We have all of our value shirts, and my personal favorite one is courage. That word doesn't really mean anything until you put it into action, and the action is doing what's right even when it's hard. That's our definition. And every single team member stepped up to do what was right even when it was really, really hard. And I'm so proud of the team for showing that we live those values. They're not just something that lives on a shirt. We really mean it.